Hey, welcome back to VEDA Day 4, vlog every day August. I'm sneaking it in at the end. I was running out of time, but I'm going to do it anyway. Today is problematic faves, and it's things that maybe it's your favourite thing in the world that you've got a problem with, either through your own realisation that was a bit icky, that now that you realise it, or through cultural awareness or any kind of thing like that. I am doing one of my all-time favourite things ever, that I was obsessed with and still am obsessed with, and it brings me so much joy, and it is CJ. Can't sing. Toby. Leo. Josh. President Bartlett. Okay, why do I have a problem with this show now? Well, it's a case of many things resulting in awareness levels. First, the canonization of Aaron Sorkin into the genius, amazing writer that he actually is. But this show the first 4 seasons was so good that everyone now when they talk about it acts as if he invented the wheel. And I think it's great. I agree that I think he's fantastic, but I think it has gone to his head a little bit. And you can see that in some of the writing that he does in some of his other newer projects, where there's just a kind of, I don't know, I just feel like it jars a little bit with the West Wind that I remember, where I didn't know who the writer was. I just love the words. I would say as well, looking back now on some of the behaviour of the men towards the women, some of the discussions of race, which were always going to be really hard to do in a political show, but now look a little bit short-sighted and very one-wayed. There's a terrible episode where, in response to 9/11, they rushed out an episode called Isaac and Ishmael, and it's very one-sided view of world politics in terms of America's interactions with other countries, and it's just so tone-deaf, and it's not good. And there are a few episodes like that, especially in the Sorkin years, that are very tone-deaf in ways that just now really, I think, in a greater, because we've got the internet and a greater discourse and a greater discussion about this, just don't hit as well as they used to in terms of dumb ignorance, of not knowing some of the sensitivities around certain things. And I think if the show aired now, I would wonder what kind of reception it would get. Would people call the facts and the way that the stuff is presented to task a lot more? I think that would happen. So while I watch the show still on repeat all the time, I do so with sometimes of an awareness that, oh, that's not so funny as it was, or that's not a way to speak to your assistant Josh. Or why is CJ the one being sexualised and nobody else? And there's just a couple of things that on closer inspection jar a little bit, but I don't care, I still love the show and you can't make me hate it. And I will forever love Josh Lyman. I'm a lemon Lyman. Speaking of political shows that are amazing, that I have problematic faves with, I also have a problematic fave with Brain Dead, because you've made me love Aaron Tveit, Brain Dead, and you've made me really upset because you're getting such crap ratings in the US and you probably will be cancelled. But if you are not watching Brain Dead, it's from the makers of The Good Wife. It's got the best musical intro ever. It's so awesome, and it's funny and smart, and it's very much about what's happening in the US political system right now, but done with a sci-fi brain exploding aliens twist. Because don't they all? That is my problematic fave. I was really interested to see some other people's problematic faves. I think it's good to understand the problems with your favourites, in that having an awareness about that stuff helps you learn more. It's okay to be wrong about stuff, but just be willing to say, I am wrong, teach me better, as opposed to, I am wrong and I will be the champion of my wrongness. No, bad wrongness.